That was a lot of traffic every inning. I mean, I think they had runners on 1 through 5 for him. You know, he made pitches when he needed to, but honestly, he didn't have it tonight, and somehow found a way to put up zeros. You know, I think his cutter was pretty good, and he's always got a good fastball. I think velocity helped bail him out a couple times, but he just pitched out of that damage. He would make pitches, you know, obviously the bases loaded the one time. You know, we had the catcher's interference that put some traffic on for him, but all in all, it was, you know, he was rescuing innings every single inning, and he did a great job.
It's a good pitching performance on both sides, really, and then to work around some errors and stuff. What does it say about your staff?
Yeah, no, we had to do a lot of different things today. We had to be patient with Chavez. He was really good, pretty efficient with his pitches. He made, you know, he would get ahead and try to get us to expand, and we pecked away at him a little bit. But the zeros that we put up, that our team put up, Davinsky comes in and does what Davinsky does, and Luke comes in, has a clean inning. Giles is probably the best Giles has pitched and looked in a while for him. So like to walk out of here with a nice clean win from a pitching standpoint. We had a couple fluke errors. You know, the pickoff usually doesn't happen. The catcher's interference counts as an error. You know, Marwin just had a mishandle, but you know, we just got to find different ways to win, and today was a unique one.
You talked earlier about having multiple things happen good consecutively, and Springer going first or third on the hit to center field, and Altuve obviously with a good way going to right field.
Yeah, things like that set up innings. You know, I mean, it's you know, when you play a team like the Angels, they're going to be very game aware. They're going to run the bases aggressively. They're going to they have an array of pickoffs. They're middle infield with the relay play. They do that as well as anybody in the league. So oftentimes you've got to take a small advantage when you can, going first to third. Reddick getting to second on his double that Trout cut off. Small. They look small in the grand scheme of things, but they're winning plays. And I think our guys being able to feed off of that. You know, Gaddis got the infield hit. Then they have the error. We get a couple base runners in a row. We draw a couple walks. Like those are all pressure points for the opponent, and we've been able to do that recently.
Trout looked pretty good until that.
He always looks really good.
Well, until Devo got up there. So
yeah, no. I mean, he's like the Trout whisperer now. I don't know. I mean, he's a tough out, and I hate every time he comes up to bat because there's an element that he's in control of the at bat. I thought our guys did a good job of attacking him. He took what we gave him. You know, we opened up second base for him. He hit the ball over to second base. You know, he pulls the line drive to left. The walk, you know, it seems like a little bit of a victory sometimes when he's up to bat. So the good stuff. We ended up, you know, getting the guys out behind him, and because he can create a little bit of havoc for you. But you know, he can take the day off tomorrow or any of the next couple of days because he's such a dangerous player.
Devo had so much success in that bat.
It's a cat and mouse game. You know, everybody knows about Devo's changeup. He's got a pretty good slider strike for him. You know, when Trout went auto take to start the at bat, getting strike one was huge. Fastball right down the middle. And Devo showed he was going to be the aggressor, and then it becomes they got to pick a pitch against Davinsky, and that doesn't just go for Trout, that goes for all of them. And you could see them in between speeds when they were, you know, if they want to jump out on his fastball, he's got a pretty good breaking ball and a good changeup. Same way if they go the other way and they want to sit change, he's going to foul balls over our dugout. So Davinsky and Gaddis did a good job of winning the cat and mouse game with the 2 innings he pitched.
The hitting has been sort of unpredictable, this team, right? You know, during the win streak, there are these gluts of where they outburst, and then today it was preserving these precious opportunities. Although it's 13 games in, you know, do you have a feel for, you know, where the reliability, where the consistency in this lineup can come from?
Mm-hmm. Well, 1 through 9. I mean, I think, you know, a day like today's, you know, you look up, we had 9 or 10 hits, and we score our runs. You know, when we did, we had a couple outs on the bases, which, you know, that we need to talk about. But it can come through the whole order. You know, I mark down, like, positive plate appearances up and down throughout the lineup, and I look, and I've got 1 at the top. I've got 3 during the 3 for Reddick, 3 for Altuve, 2 for Gaddis, 2 for Beltran, 2 for Bregman. I mean, those are really good at bats. And so I think what you find is we don't have too many empty pockets in our, if any. And, you know, obviously Aoki didn't have a great night, but, these guys are allowed to have an off night here and there. So I think the consistency comes from a very unpredictable where in the order we're gonna do some damage. We got tough outs. We had runners on base, 6 out of the 9 innings as well. So I think we're pretty good at putting pressure on guys. We've been executing some pretty good at bats.